Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, where today we are going against Mido and the duo. So for the duo, something that we typically don't do is go for a long time focus, 38 seconds, with Venom buff and debuff buildup, as well as a Venom Halberd and Venom Mark. Now you'll notice that the Venom Halberd here is not a plus 10 at all, so at max difficulty here, this is like the weakest level of damage value that we can have here on Darkseeker with what we're going for. Now the whole thing here is Usurper's Blade is for health return. This should be a Venom cartridge. This should be health return, and then we have some options here for Venom. So you'll see that this entire build here is based on the fact that what if you don't have a really powerful weapon at max difficulty? How are you able to go about damaging the enemy while if they are susceptible to poison? And the cool thing is that because of what we have here, we are constantly able to be invincible for the entire fight. Now we do have to make sure that all of our buffs are going all at the same time. Oh boy, the mouse is doing something odd, and we have to make sure that we are always paying attention to our Ichor. But the thing is because of blood draining venom draining 0.6 Ichor every second per enemy that is ticking down, then that means that when both of them are poisoned at the same time, that means we will get 36 Ichor from each of them, which is pretty incredible that we only have an Ichor total of 24 here, but we can have, because of blood draining venom, we can have a recovery rate of 36 every 30 seconds. Which is really incredible. So we don't really have to watch our Ichor, we just have to make sure that we have enough to continue running our defensive buffs here. So this is totally not about the total amount of damage that we're going to do, it's going to be about our survivability. And we're not going to be probably using our regenerations, we just want to do it with Usurper's Blade if we have the Ichor for it. It costs 6 Ichor, so it's pretty cheap. The problem here is the 20-second cooldown. That is what we are going up against here, is the 20-second cooldown. So as we go through this, Mia will probably die a couple times, but that's to be expected. Okay, so there we go. We got our longevity built in there, and you'll see here that we are able to get everything up and running here as good as possible. So remember, this is not about doing damage. This is about getting them poisoned and and getting into the fire to get focused. Whoops. And this guy we need to get burning here. Okay, and he is poisoned now, so you can see that our Ichor recovery is completely fine. And so now it's just kind of wait, and so we will just wait here, and we'll get focused, and we'll go for the Blade Bearer next. And you can see there that she takes very little to poison, which is excellent, and we have to get this going. Now this boy, he does take more poison, ouch, more poison than the Blade Bearer. He has a higher poison resistance, so we have to kind of be careful here. Let's get focused. Okay, and again, you can see that we are completely leveled up on our ability here to be invincible. Okay, and now we have a problem here. Oops. Okay, let's get elemental wall going. Let's get these going, and we have to go for the Cannoneer now. Okay, let's get over here. Okay. Okay, good. He is now poisoned. So let's switch back to the Blade Bearer here. Okay. And she should get poisoned here fairly easily, but there we go. Okay, and let's just stay away now. Okay. And again, our I-Core is pretty favorable here. Okay. And let's get this boy poisoned. Ouch. And good, we're focused. So this guy should get poisoned immediately. And let's go for Usurper's Blade here. Get some I-Core back. Or get some health back, sorry. Where is she? Okay. Okay, she should be poisoned there. And again, remember, we are not having the greatest amount of damage. Actually, no damage. We really don't have any damage possible. Let's get some health here. Good. Let's get him poisoned. And since we are focused, and that should be it. So pretty simple overall. Pretty amazing overall that this is even possible at like no damage possibilities, you know, in your actual weapon. It's not about how much damage you do, it's about how it's applied and what's your survivability, and everything works out pretty well there. Now, to kind of switch gears here, we are going to be going for you know, kind of a hard, heavy hitting possibility here for the for Mido. And typically with Mido, what you are interested in doing, whoops, is you want to like kill him as soon and as fast as humanly possible, or revenantly as possible. And typically what that turns into is just a big one shot where you just want to kill him and move on as fast as you possibly can. However, if you are actually going to fight him in, you know, in a certain arena like this, then it's still possible to actually fight him in a, you know, regular manner. And with this kind of setup, it still does make very quick work of him. However, you cannot afford to get hit. Now the most difficult here is the first encounter when the cutscene plays. So typically, typically what we will do is we will run here for getting into the fight. We will enact the cutscene, and then we will head out because this sets up Mido in such a way that we are able to take advantage of him pretty heavily during the fight. And that is where, you know, this comes in very, very handy, is that we're able to reset him to a position where we're actually capable to use all of our buffs immediately. We don't have any lag time in them because we only have 60 seconds. And then we are kaput. It's over for us. So we have to make the best use of that 60 seconds as possible. And if we're standing around watching cutscenes and letting Mido figure out what he's doing and whatever, it spells curtains for us very, very quickly. So as we get going here, you'll notice that most of this is simply just to, you know, put ourselves in the best moment possible here. Okay. And we'll go ahead and continue healing up because we have to get ourselves to a point here where we can do final journey. Okay, this and this and this. Good, and we'll go one more. Okay, and remember we are trying to go for simply just a fight here. There is no real reason to hold back on anything. So as we get into this fight, you can see we are doing pretty big damage. Oh, and we got hit already. So that's really bad for us. And because he's down, we can end him like that. So if you're actually going for a quick fight, that is a great way. You don't even have to worry or fear or think about the 60-second timer. It just actually happens very quickly, and you don't actually need to think a whole lot about it. I got too greedy on the first several attacks there, and we took a slap in the face, and that ends overdrive and concentration, which concentration paired with Jack, that gets us to 336 stamina. So, and then we have this, so that's 386 stamina with a 33% reduction in our stamina usage. So very powerful overall using that combination together for what we are going through. You'll notice if you watch back, our stamina bar was literally not doing anything at all. Like, we could have gone for much longer. We could have probably gone the full 60 seconds on one stamina bar. So that's how strong this is, all things considered. Now, this is a great build to run basically on any boss because it is a physical build setup. And Mido, we just chewed through his 111,000 HP there, like he wasn't even there. So you can see on the dot tracker here, we literally didn't run anywhere except up to this area, and that's all we did was run around here. Just this little area, and he was toast. So yeah, very strong. And you can see here that if we add 100 to this from here to, and Jack's morale boost, that's a 336. So sorry, yeah, 336, not 386. If we had morale boost as well, which we can't get because we need a fortitude and B, and so you'd need 2 fortitudes here. So instead of strength and dex, you'd have to go strength and fortitude, and probably dex and fortitude, and then you would be able to run that. But that would then get you to 386, but 336 is still a pretty heavy amount of stamina to go through. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these two fights. They're a little bit different. Typically, if you go for something like this, you just go for a one-shot on Mido, and with the poison stuff on Darkseeker, again, it's not about how much damage you can do with your weapon. It's all about how to survive and get that venom going on both of them simultaneously, so you have the incredible Ichor drain from blood draining venom. It's one of the best places in the game to use blood draining venom, just because of the sheer amount of 36 Ichor recovery, and every second you're getting 1.2 Ichor back. So absolutely incredible. Now, you don't need to go for blood sucking blades there and the 8th slot of the build, but I just figured for maximum Ichor recovery, that's what we would want to go for. Now, remember that debuff buildup does not affect venom buff, and so you only get the value and benefit of venom buff when you get focused. However, it is like a 70 something increase because of that logarithmic curve. I can't give you the exact number because it's hard to compute mentally as you're playing, but getting about a 70 something increase to your venom makes you so effective at getting the blade bearer poisoned that it's about 1 or 2 hits and then she's poisoned, and then the cannoneer, it takes him about 5 or 6 hits and then he's poisoned as well. It's really super beneficial to have both of them poisoned at one time, so you're getting the most benefit out of blood draining venom. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed these 2 fights, and this is kind of how it could be a different, interesting, fun way to play these two than what you've typically played in the past. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and happy Labor Day. Hope everybody's having a great holiday, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.